All right, welcome everybody. I'm Shashi. That's Chris, and that's Mike. I think I got that right with the camera
Wow,
setup.
what's up, everyone?
Really
Well,
good
we
intro.
That was great.
we are the three judges for the Let's Get
The
Technical
Brady
Christmas
Bunch.
Hackathon. Um, there's two teams, the Guardians of Get and the Cold Blooded. They were competing in creating a Secret Santa app for this hackathon, and one of the main goals was to utilize AI. Um, because AI is so big now, so I figured like, hey, like why not incorporate AI into the gift suggestion so that an individual can collaborate and like use certain like likes and dislikes and come up with better, prizes or not prizes, gifts for the individual. So we know like a Secret Santa, most of the times you get a gift that you don't like and you just return it or regift it. So hopefully this app can turn the table and provide better gift suggestions, higher quality of gifts based on budget, based on likes and dislikes, and all that. So all of it together. But I wanted to go over what the prizes were going to be. I think this is it. Oh, no, this one's better. Okay, cool. Um, so this hackathon, I was like, you know what, like it's nice to do it, but it's way better when you receive something out of it, right? So I was able to reach out to Friend and Masters and get a 6-month subscription for each individual winner. Friend and Masters has great tutorials and teachers on there. They're always updating their content yearly, which is fantastic with the latest and greatest. So definitely check them out. Also, I purchased the Dream Studio video course, but Kevin Shen, the creator of that, was so kind that he allowed us to share it between everybody that wins. So each individual will also receive a Dream Studio Lite video course. It will help you understand your video setup, lighting, camera angles, how to position your room, how to do a bunch of stuff so that you can have a nice setup for podcasting, creating videos, even webcamming if you want to for meetings. Um, but all in between, it's a great course. Kevin does a great job. And lastly, you'll get a 20-minute review session with this man called Danny Thompson.
Danny.
I don't know who he is, but he seems famous. Just kidding.
Yeah, I work with him. He's a good guy.
Oh, oops. Just kidding. But yes, so each individual will receive a 20-minute review session with Danny. Then we can go over your LinkedIn, your resume, all that stuff. He's helped like hundreds and hundreds of people get jobs. So who better to go to than Danny himself? Awesome. So now I wanted to look at the grading criteria before we jump into the projects. So again, we have two teams, and the categories are going to be UI UX design. That is the overall design of the application itself. UX functionality, could be buttons, it could be transitions, all that. And also, obviously a nice UX that makes sense as the user goes through the journey to try to create a Secret Santa group and try to get gift suggestions. And then next we have functionality and features. That's just overall features within the application. More so like gift suggestions, maybe retries, ability for an individual to use a scale to figure out like their likes and dislikes, like and many more. The third one is presentation. We had the presentations last week, and so I was able to be there for the presentations, and I believe Chris and Mike has also watched with the presentations. So based on that, we'll be grading on the presentations that occurred. And the fourth one, obviously, is Christmas Spirit. It is a Elf Seeker Santa app, so hopefully there's a lot of Christmas spirit in these applications. And lastly, we're engineers and we like to create stuff. So we're going to be looking deep into the code quality, code structure, just patterns and all of that. So we're going to really dive deep into that and understand how these applications are built. Any thing to add, Mike and Chris?
Nope, sounds good to me. I'm ready. Let's dive in. I want to see.
All right. So the first team to go is Cold Blooded, because for presentation wise, Guardians of the Get went first. So we wanted to look at Cold Blooded first. So Mike, do you have that site pulled up?
I do.
All right.
Look at jolly old Saint Nick.
Santa. Can you zoom in, Mike?
Yes.
There we go.
All right, how's that?
Much better.
Cool. All right. So let me grab the test credentials.
Okay.
All right. So
can we first do just first look? When I review portfolios and stuff, I like to just kind of get an initial thought on first look. Any comments?
I think at first look, I like the colors. It's very muted, Christmassy style green. So I saw what they tried to do there. I think you're kind of drawn more to Santa than to the little hero section there. Santa's cool and all, but I think it kind of takes away from that area up there. You're kind of like looking at Santa right away going, ooh, Santa. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? And you got to kind of squint down. So the hero could be a little bit bigger. But I mean, overall looks great. I mean, it's all little nuances, but overall, I think that's the only thing that's distracting is big Santa, small hero, and a very large exchange gifts here button.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's always like that first impression and your eye test, right? Where does your eye go? It goes to Santa. But is that where we want the user to go to? I don't know. Is it to gift exchanges, like the call to action, or is it to log in, right? So it looks a little confusing for me. Obviously, it brings in the Christmas spirit because this is for Secret Santa. So that's my thought, and the little Christmas tree.
I love that little Christmas tree. That's good. Is that an emoji? Was that the emoji or is that an SVG?
Oh, it
is an emoji.
Ah, interesting.
I didn't even know there was a Christmas tree emoji. Yeah. I don't like. I think I was clicking through this and I saw the presentation. I think one of the comments that I had on this app is I think it's a little bit hard to figure out what to do. I do think that the call to action makes it quite clear that I'm supposed to click on this, right?
Yeah.
I think the Santa is gigantic. I agree with that.
I just want to look him in the eye and just get to know him,
This is not a complete sentence, right? I don't this is
generating GIF ideas using your hobbies.
Yeah, so I'm what do I without knowing what I use this for, what do I use this for? I think the questions make it clear, somewhat clear what the value prop of this thing is. I am a person who needs to buy gifts for people, but I don't know what to buy them, right? But then I'm how exactly will this app help me? It's not entirely clear. So that's probably the comment I make. I do agree that I like the subtle the subtle theming, the colors are nice. I am having a hard time figuring out how prominent this header should be. It's kind of it's a bit of an unusual thing that it's lighter color,
isolated out. Yeah, it feels like a mobile menu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would expect the header to go across the whole screen. And is this the logo for the app? It's and then I think I was doing the what font thing, and it looks like the font choices are all the system defaults, which I think is maybe a missed opportunity to craft the UI a little bit.
It's more interesting because my system default for the body is really thin, and the contrast is really poor. So it's really hard to read.
Cool. Well,
Another item real quick too is I think this is a missed opportunity. I know you only have 1 month to design this and all and get it up and running, and there's a lot of features, but this is the homepage. Like you want it to bang and you want it to scream like, hey, this is a Secret Santa app, exchange gifts. It's all in one column. I would have
Yeah.
liked like if Santa was the the prominent figure, like to put that content inside and inside the hero and mesh that up
Yes,
and then make it
yes.
make
Yeah.
sense, right? Then it's more like, oh, cool. Like I don't have to, because right now I could scroll down too. Like the image is so big, but it's a missed opportunity of real estate.
yeah, like I think the image should have gone here, right? And then
Yep. Yep. I
CTA
was
right
thinking the same
underneath. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's just like some wasted space up here, and then it's all like down here,
And then you have the taglines: "Holiday shopping is too chaotic. Never know what to buy for others." From having organized Santa groups to generating gift ideas, what that could be kind of replaced with this app will help you,
Yeah.
or easily find gifts for your secret Santa person, whatever the name was. But
Yeah.
something a little bit more.
I
Cool.
actually think the thing you just said should probably be the H1.
Yeah.
The H1 being like easily
Yep.
find gifts for your loved ones, people in your
Content
life.
strategy,
And
now.
then underneath that, holiday shopping too chaotic, never know what to buy for others. Secret Santa is here to help, right? Like
Yeah.
I think that's like swapping the Secret Santa is here to help. Like because this doesn't really tell me what this app is.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna click in. I copy and pasted things. I always find this is like a bias, but like the center alignment is an interesting choice.
Yep.
Like center aligning the text, and like these labels are huge, and it's good that they're accessible, but
I do
think left
like
aligning would be better.
looking through the site too. Go ahead, log in. I do get that that's like the style
one second,
of
I'm
the
just gonna click
site.
this. Yeah. Cool.
Like the style of the site is kind of bigger content, bigger text, bigger images. It makes it feel like a fun theme. But yeah, I would have liked it to align better, the text to the labels on the left.
I also think that the labels are bigger or the same size as the header of this page, right? Which I think probably shouldn't be the case. Like there's no like font hierarchy.
All right, let's get in there. All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, this is
cool.
All right.
Gift exchange, hobbies, ideas, settings. Okay, nice in front. Like I said, like I feel like that's the style that they're going for, is easy in your face and fun.
So right off the bat here, I look at it, I go, if this is for shopping, what does hobbies do? I'm drawn to hobbies over ideas, because like I would want to go, okay, show me the ideas and then where the gift exchanges that I'm going to be at. Cool. Hobbies, I don't understand how that fits in. Now, I'm sure we'll see once we click on into it, but if you're looking at this, you're going, am I supposed to enter a list of my hobbies that I like there, like mountain biking, or because that would kind of be a category of an idea maybe, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason's saying like, kind of like optimized for mobile layout. I do think that like, I think we commented on the homepage that this looks like a very mobile app, like kind of adapted to a desktop. I think, I hate browsing things on my phone personally, and I like browsing things on my desktop. I think it might make sense to.
For the presentation, Richard did say that he designed this mobile first, so I think he kept a lot of the mobile aspects, I feel like because on desktop you have so much real estate that you can utilize, that we could reorganize this a little bit, refactor this a little bit, so that it can utilize more of the real estate that we have on a desktop.
Yeah. One other thing I found a little bit jarring was the header shrinks and expands depending on the size of the content.
Oh, the width.
Yeah.
I got
So
you.
I think it's gonna
Are
for
consistent.
when I hit the dashboard, it's gonna go back to full width.
Yeah, Mike is the here.
He is the harshest judge.
I
Do me a
am the
favor real
harshest
quick.
judge.
Mike.
I don't say anything nice.
Mike, can you bring up the inspector and just put it in mobile view real quick? I just want to see. Just
Sure.
give him the benefit of the doubt here with the mobile first design.
Boom. Looks
Okay.
great on mobile.
That looks good. Yeah.
Actually, that was yep. Okay.
Looks great on mobile.
That's why I wanted to see it, to give a little bit of credit. Like, okay, let's put it in mobile,
sure.
and you know, so that makes sense.
And then it collapses a good.
But that's the thing I was saying too.
Why so big here?
it's a missed opportunity, I think, because desktop you could have done a little bit more to utilize that space and explain it more, like what Chris was saying. Like I'm kind of unsure like what hobbies and ideas do. Settings, obviously, like I'm signed in, so it's by my user settings.
I would move that to the mobile menu. That's a way. That's like I don't think you need that there as a main item. That should go in the mobile menu, or in the menu up top.
I think, like, you know, coming to this naively, I'm like, what am I supposed to do right now? Right. If I were to like sign up and this is like the first thing I see, I'm still not sure what I can do, you know? So I imagine that I'm going to make my list. Like that feels like the most prominent thing. But again, I think like there's an opportunity for like some hierarchy here. Like this thing at this header at the top is the same size as all these other ones, and they're all like really large, right? So yeah, I think I think
visually,
just, like, I'm not like like a little bit of like an onboarding thing or like some text explaining what each of these things is.
Oh, do you know why they're the same size? Because they're both H2s.
Oh, they styled the
why.
H. Yes.
Yeah. So the item inside should have been an H3, and then so it's all both styled the same. Oh, okay. Now H3 makes it a little bit smaller, I think.
Yeah. And then we got gift exchanges. These look like the same link, right? So yeah, again, like this feels like the main thing I'm supposed to do. But if that's the case, then it feels like maybe like, again, hobbies and ideas should go into like the top nav or something like that, right? Like if this is like kind of the main thing, maybe like gift exchanges should just be the content of the dashboards, right? Like what's in here should just
go directly into gift exchanges right there.
And then shove those other links in the header, right?
Yeah.
Because it feels like I'm supposed to use hobbies and ideas way less than I'm supposed to use gift exchanges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
What happens? Yeah, sorry. Let's go in there.
Yeah, let's go into the examples. Okay, so family Christmas. I'm guessing that like there was supposed to be a place for me to make these groups, right? And that maybe got cut from scope.
I bet you that got caught from scope. That you're just there and you're a part of it.
Let's see. How do you do that? Go to dashboard, hobbies, ideas. Yeah, because there's no way to create a group. Maybe this user is not an admin.
Maybe, yeah.
Right. But then there's no way for me to. There's no way for me to create the group.
We have in chat. It's cut from scope, so that it was not added in.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Got it.
Makes sense. Cool. It looks like these links don't work. It's probably supposed to link out to Amazon.
Oh, here, Ryan.
Looks like maybe Seymour was also cut from scope. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you really can't do anything.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
all right.
I think I get the gist.
Yep. Well, I'm just curious. I want to know what hobbies are.
Oh, wait, hold on. Well, I want to join that family Christmas gift exchange.
$500 budget. Man.
Heck yeah.
Office party. They're not doing so well down there.
It's up to 500, right? So I can like spend less and get more.
Yeah, I think also like probably like a little bit more opportunity to establish some font hierarchy and like a little
Yeah.
bit more white space would have been helpful here
Yeah.
in the card.
See,
Um,
your fonts are thicker than mine. My
Mhm.
font weight on my machine, it's thinner. So Crunchyroll membership looks almost the same weight as definitely not Richard Choi. Like it's close. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not like yours where it's like, okay, this is bold, this is like normal. So yeah, like utilizing specific fonts and weights would
Yeah.
make a world of a difference because you don't know who's gonna come and visit the site.
Yep. Really good argument for actually picking fonts rather than relying on systems.
Yes. Agree.
And in general, I heard this advice, which was like the more things that you can do that are not browser default, the more designed your app is going to look, right?
Yeah.
And so I think like font is like a huge one. There's text everywhere, right? And so I like highly recommend, like that should be one of the first things that you do.
But
like,
even just
pick a font that
spacing between the name, the title of the thing, you know, a little bit of padding around that would be nice.
Jason is saying that Mike has AI Santa font.
I think also like there's some letter space. It looks like there's some letter spacing in the buttons, like this button, but for some reason not in this button. So I feel like just like looking at these two buttons, it looks like unintentionally different. Which
and then look at the logout too at the top. Like it's not all
not
uppercase. Yeah. So it's not consistent.
I do like that they got the verb form right, which does have space in it, and the noun form of logout doesn't.
Yes,
have space,
yes. A lot of people miss that.
Okay, cool. It looks like we've seen everything that we can on this page. Okay. I'm curious, like the budget. This is great app because it's over budget, but like, why were they even allowed to enter these gifts? I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
So, yeah. Anyway. Cool. Is home and dashboard different? Why would I ever go back to the homepage if I am
if you're logged in?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Anyway, let's go on. Hobbies.
Oh, okay, this is where you set your hobbies. And that's probably for the AI recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It doesn't update in real time. It like. There's no like loading.
No state. You have to refresh
I click this real. Oh,
you broke it, Mike.
What? Yeah, if I click on this really fast, I trigger 500.
Yeah, I did too. Oops, maybe I shouldn't be doing the same thing you are.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's some room for like some loading or like some disabled.
I think rather than saying hobbies, I think what it should have been is like a set up your profile, set up your setup. Almost do it as an onboarding process. Like as soon as you log in for the first time, what are your hobbies?
Oh, I see what they did. Okay, so when you click on an input, it makes an API call, and so the submit button should be obsolete. Like you don't need it.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the submit button does.
I don't think it does anything. It does nothing.
Okay. It looks like it like does a delete or a put depending on like whether it's enabled or not.
Don't put Mike on the spot. Mike just wants to break it.
Look, I like this is like what you wanted me to judge your app? Guess what? I'm gonna judge your app, right? What does submit do? Does it do anything?
It doesn't do anything.
Okay, it's like just a no op button. Yeah, and also like why is this in its own scrolling container? Like there's like so much room on this page.
Interesting.
And I feel like hobbies should probably be lowercase because someone's name is before it.
All right.
Also, like the colors too. I'm not loving them.
Yeah, it's hurting my eye. That feels like a poop brown.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, yellow is so hard to make the background or like the primary color because if you want it to be accessible, it's gonna look like
what would have been really cool here is actually Christmas colors, like a green outline and a red, and white background maybe, or something that showed more of a Christmas color type thing.
I think they didn't do that because the other buttons already
Yeah, there's
have
some-
like red
Yeah,
and green.
that makes
I mean,
sense.
there's a tertiary color. It's like, oh, okay, let's choose this yellow mustard.
Yeah, I think with more time, you can probably develop like a really good, like something at Airbnb that they did. The their primary color is only used on buttons that advance people along the user journey
Yeah.
to purchase, right? And so
Yeah.
they have like this very strict way of like coordinating colors, and so like it looks like green is just.
Green is.
I don't know. I don't, and like here you can see there's a green and a red one. That's like the same one. So it looks like like maybe with more time we could have developed like a better system for making colors.
All right. What does ideas do?
So ideas, gifts for me. A pretty long load. I'm guessing this is sending. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what did I say for my hobbies again?
I don't know.
I like a lot of things.
Gardening, photography.
And the only thing that I could come up with was these off-brand.
I wonder if the AI offered more and they just truncated it.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm not sure because look at the API response. Like mine, I have 2 responses and it showed both.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. What is the API response here?
I can tell y'all too.
We're over time, so I should.
No. I had a long intro, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I can tell that this was built. They custom built the backend because obviously they're using Laravel as the backend, so they did some work there. And you can tell from the URL too; it's calling the Laravel domain.
Okay, so I only saw one thing for me. I guess Again, like the
interesting. I have 2.
What are they sending?
With a response?
What are they sending in the request?
The request.
I guess they send this generate gift ideas, and then they probably use the hobbies on the back end.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
to
too.
Generate the thing. So we'll see when we get into it with the code. So I guess for the baking, gardening, photography, knitting, reading, video gaming, yoga, music, bird watching, collecting enthusiasts in your life, they should get a whiskey globe. But I'm a little bit confused by this functionality in general. Like what?
I'm confused by it too.
Like, is this for me? Like, these gifts for me, right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like,
I was just curious about that too. Like, because it said Hatsun's name. There should be a Secret Santa assigned to them, and they go ideas for my.
Yeah, like if you're my Secret Santa, right? Here are the gift suggestions for Chris.
Yeah,
for this group. And this is the gift that, based on his settings for that group, this is what you should get, Chris. So,
yeah. Cool. Well, it looks like the recommendations are working, which is good. And then let's just go check out the settings page. So interestingly enough, this is the first header that looks big enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like way bigger. It's like way bigger than the other headers.
And even the input forms. They're not giant. I mean, they're
the labels.
The labels are now
right.
They're more they're more conformed, and it makes more it's called more cohesive.
And just change this real quick just to see if it updates throughout the dashboard.
Hey,
nice. Okay, cool. We'd love the confirmation of some sort, but overall, that's fine. Like we don't need settings page to be the best settings page in the planet.
No.
Okay. Good to go. Gonna dive into the code.
Let's do it.
All right. I think I've earned my reputation.
Let's go to code.
All right. All right. So I got to downrank them pretty heavily for using PHP. Just like I got to do it, you know. I'm just kidding. That's not a joke. I was supposed to laugh.
Oh, that community is gonna get you. Oh,
Yeah. Who are gonna come in and cancel me? So the main one I wanted to look at is the I guess like the gift. The gift controller. But let's see. Like,
Shasha, can you paste this repo in the
I'll do it real quick into the chat.
Into our chat,
or just in Discord, whichever one.
Okay. I'll do it in Discord too. All right. Yeah, I don't think Leah's here. She would be giving me a hard time. All right. So I'm guessing this GIF controller does the generation. Let's see. Index and store.
GIF exchange. No, this is the GIF exchange.
Exchange.
It was
where is the routing? Where's the routing?
Routing is on the outside.
Routes.
There's routes.
Okay. API. Generate gift ideas, which should go to the web scrapper controller.
Web scrapper GIF ideas.
All right.
Web scrapper.
Okay, here we are.
Yep.
So this is gonna scrape. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it scrapes Walmart. This is like not what I expected. But I guess I guess this is how they get like working Walmart links.
Interesting. Huh. Just thinking that would be cool if you could choose what stores you want to search.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe. Yeah, you can maybe choose.
Yeah, this is like primarily like a web scraper. So that's why it takes so long.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's got to load up the site. It's got to scrape it and get all that data, and then bring it back.
Dude, I am not 20. Is a prompt? I'm guessing the prompt was supposed to be customizable.
Based on
what line are you on?
I'm gonna try to wrap this. Does anyone know how to wrap code in
GitHub?
I want to look at this prompt.
Nope.
All right. So it looks like they use Gemini, 1.5 Flash. I'm not familiar with the Gemini ecosystem at all, but looks like they send.
Oh yeah, it's hard coded. I'm 20, less than 150. Please provide a JSON array without any additional text. JSON should only include
So they're why are they doing the scrape? So they're doing the scrape. Let me open another window real quick. Go back to
generate. Oh, I wonder if it's to generate the GIF idea, and then once you have the GIF and that title, then they go to scrape the sites to get the actual product from like Walmart, right? And then you get the product from Walmart, then you have the URL.
Got it.
Let's see, where's scrape being used? Scrapes being used inside generate GIF. Yep. After the GIF ideas, and then a 285, then give suggestions, and then online 290, then it calls it with the hobbies, and then each hobby then runs through the scraper.
Wait. Okay. So they get the GIF suggestion. So they wait. Okay.
They returns
for gift suggestions first,
and
then if they don't get gift suggestions, then they go through scrape, and then but if they do, or sorry, they'll just go through scrape with the hobbies.
Yeah,
but if they do, then they will go through scrape for each.
Yeah, if they don't, then they'll go through each gift suggestion idea, and then the scraper goes to Walmart, and then let's get to anything else.
Let's go app. I'm just looking at their. Okay.
Yep, that just goes to Walmart.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it is like not what I expected, but I think it works. I mean, like until Walmart changes their HTML.
Yeah, I think that's the downfall of scraping, is if Walmart changes their whole website and organization of attributes, elements, then this app is become broken. Like it's completely broken. Like it would have been nice to. I wonder if Walmart had an API instead, where you can call the API to get that, the link for the item you want, because I can see on the site, like I can see the image and then the title, and then shop now goes to walmart.com.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they do, and like you might be able to get like a marketplace partnership, but obviously that's out of the scope of out of the scope of this thing. So
yeah. Plus, it doesn't tell me the price too. Like I have the price once I click on Walmart.
That's
link, but then it doesn't tell me that this item that's gift like suggested for Mike, how much the cost is, because cost is going to play a factor into that. So
what is the relationship between the gift exchange? Like I think like it would be helpful to hear from the team if you guys are still watching. What's the relationship between the gift exchange and the list of like this essentially this endpoint, right? Like what was like kind of the vision behind that, and like how did you have to cut scope to do what you got to do?
Let's keep looking at other code.
Yeah.
So this is, so again, they built the backend right with PHP. They didn't.
You got to give them a little bit of credit for that. I mean, this is not Laravel. If going from JavaScript and into PHP, is not an easy task. It's object oriented programming. You're jumping into that, which is not. So I definitely give the team credit for that.
Yeah, like I don't know how many front end engineers know MVC really well. It was like pretty popular back in the day, but I wonder whose decision it was to use Laravel.
I don't know.
It was Leah's.
I don't know, but could blame her.
Anyway, let's. Do you guys want to see anything else within the? Actually, I'm curious what they use for auth.
I think it's built in with Laravel if they use Laravel.
It was a Laravel backend.
Yeah, so just it comes with it. I think.
Are these all like generated by Laravel? I'm guessing.
I think so.
Gotcha.
I think it's
honestly, those were the days. I remember like I used to roll my own for every app, and nowadays I'm like, why would you do that? Use Clark, right?
That's true.
So,
can we look at the React app real quick?
Yeah,
because I looked at the package and it's just plain React, but the React app is located in resources. So I thought that was interesting that it was labeled as resources.
That's probably a Laravel convention, if I had to guess.
Oh, okay. And then if you go
to
JS, then you can.
It's inertia. It's inertia.
Oh, they're using Vite, right? Oh, it's inertia. Vite. 9.
Don't get. Yeah, and so if we look at some of the files and components, we can see that there's pages and it's all the front end is there.
Yeah, Tailwind. Anything you guys want to see in particular? I feel like, I want to see the hobbies page. Let's take a look.
Hobbies,
because it looks like they were submitting. Form every single like we're doing like a hard refresh every single time.
Yeah, it is wrapped in a form. There is a submit, but the submit only runs if there are no user hobbies included inside the hobby name. If it doesn't matter, so hobby name is not included inside user hobbies, then it would make a post. Otherwise, it will destroy and delete that item from the list. That didn't work. It didn't work.
yeah, I think this is like an inertia thing, which I'm not sure how it's supposed to work, right? But like yeah, like rapidly clicking shouldn't do what it did, right?
Yeah.
Like ideally you block future like clicks, and I don't know how to do that well. Like it looks like posts using the form. Um, like this looks very like semantically correct from like a REST API standpoint, but it's because it's triggering like a backend call every time, rather than like sending like an AJAX call.
Oh yeah, I see what you're
I
saying.
think it makes it hard for me to kind of like control the front end while that's going on. You could see the loading bar happening on the top of the screen, right, while this is happening.
Yeah.
So there must be some like inertia thing that we could do to say, oh, if the request is in flight, then disable all the buttons, right? Until it comes back, and then show like a little success.
The button itself, if you go to line 42, it does nothing.
Yeah,
Prevent default.
it just says prevent default.
Yeah, it does nothing. It doesn't
Yeah, I'm
submit.
looking at that right
It's
now.
not a submit form. It's not a submit button.
That's why I had a confused look on my face. I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
line 22, it runs a function, but because the button doesn't do anything, it's not a submit button. It actually does nothing. And then when you click on the items, then it runs the set data, and it adds the element into that object.
Yeah, and also, like there's like here's like the scroll container with the overflow, and I don't know why. Like why? Yeah, like what's the point of this if there's nothing else on the page, right? So,
I bet you anything it was for mobile.
But like why?
Like I
think even on mobile, it's
to
like
keep
superior...
to keep the button on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. And then what happened was you should remove that for desktop, because then it doesn't make sense. Because right now it's for everything. And
even for mobile, like I
don't know. Yeah, if it was justifiable to do.
Also, I like that hitting enter submits the form. By the way, like
I love that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I think there's some accessibility stuff that's good, right? Like I think like everything is in tab order. Right, hitting enter in the right forms. Oh, there's some feedback there. Yeah, so hitting hitting enter in the correct forms does the right thing, which is great. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just narrow my screen real quick. This is too small. This is too small even for mobile. This is too short. So yeah, I would say like if you wanted to do this, we should have like made this taller. It just doesn't feel necessary. Yeah,
check the viewport height minus all the headings, titles, buttons, and then that is your max viewport height, and then they can scroll. But at this point, like there's not enough items.
Yeah, it's not
to justify the scroll.
Yeah, I mean maybe the plan was like to expand this to like an infinite list, but even then, it's like a better UX thing probably would have been to use an autocomplete, and I don't know what I don't understand what order these are in either. They're not alphabetical. Looks like they started maybe alphabetical, and then I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
The other question, I wanted to check one more thing around like reusability of their components. Looks like I saw a components directory that was looked like they had some like reusable things. I do want to look for. Okay, so I think in the profile page, like edit profile, update password form, update profile information form. I just want to make sure that like these components are actually reused, and they're not. So yeah, like I think I was hoping to see if you come here that like this thing is a section, right? that has a header and like a subtext, right? And then a form and then a button, right? And but it's been like implemented separately in every single like partial here. I'm guessing I'll see, you know, in the update profile information form, I'm going to see this exact code duplicated, right? And so if you're like, okay, I want this to be font 700, right? Like Gray 700, right? You're going to need to go and change this in every single like obviously there's only 3 right now,
and then you forget and it'll look off, and
exactly.
then
so like I think there's some
more difficult.
Some more opportunities for like code reuse. Okay, I've taken up like way too much time.
No, that's good.
Okay, we're good. Let's go grade.
Where's the link to that? I had it open and then it went away. Hold on.
Okay, so how we're gonna grade this is using Scrum Poker. I added 0 to 10. And what's going to happen is we're going to choose our number for the category.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reveal it. That way, none of us know what we're, grading for that category.
Yep.
And then we'll combine the scores together to have an average. And that will be the score for that team's category. Okay, I'm going to hide this so y'all don't see my screen. Okay, let's see here. How do we do this? Okay. So the first category is the UI and UX design. Based on 10, what is your grade for the UX and the UI of the overall application?
Just so we're on the same page, I would love for each category. 1, what's 1, what's 5, and what's 10? Like 10 being like Airbnb, right? Like or like, but what's
why do you keep saying Airbnb?
Like they focus on design, or like linear, right? Like I really like linear, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. I'd say 10, like Airbnb, Apple, right? Pristine, UX clean. You can tell the components are like reused. Everything is succinct. Like it just like it falls in order. 5 is like, oh geez, I don't know what site it's out there. That's a 5.
MySpace. I'm kidding.
I mean, that's a good comparison. Like I'd say that, like kind of MySpace-ish, where it's not very clean. Like it's not like the fonts are kind of bigger than the weighted differently. It's not consistent. Things are just not cohesive. Like it's not responsive. Like they don't really care about my video. It keeps freezing because my camera goes off. They don't really care much about web accessibility and all. They have some, but not a lot. And then there's just reusability is a problem. There are multiple instances of buttons, styles, and all that stuff. 1, oh geez, 1. I don't know.
Yeah, is 1 like the worst app you've ever seen? Or
yeah,
is it
like GeoCities. Some of that GeoCities.
Oh, okay, got it.
Y'all seen GeoCities?
Oh gosh, yes.
Okay, okay,
that's good. Okay, so we're
GeoCities.
on a scale from GeoCities to Apple. What is this? Okay, got it.
Wait. Okay, don't click show, you guys. I'll click show. It's good.
Sorry.
Saw your score.
I keep losing my planning poker window. I'm sorry.
There's lots of mics in there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a third one.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. So, lots of mics in there. So I can't share it yet because if I share it, you'll see my number. Oh, actually, no. I'll zoom in so you can't see. There we go. Oh, where is it? Man, I don't know these. There we go. That's the right one. All right, so we've all voted. This is for UI design, okay? Show. Boom. Okay. Oh, hardest critic gave them the highest score.
I think they did a good job with accessibility. I think that's like that was like the late stage clincher for me. But
Okay.
all right, you know, I get how this works now. I'm on the same page now.
All right. So an average
Sorry.
score of 4.3. Okay. All right. All right. Let's do this again. I gotta hide this again. All right. Next category is the functionality and features. That is like the hobbies, the AI doing gift suggestions, being able to create groups,
You can't create groups.
being able to create groups, all that. Okay, delete estimates. Okay, all right, let's do this again. All right.
Okay.
So 1, 0, 2, 10. Okay, we've all voted. I will go to this magic screen. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, that's a 3 average. We are very tough critics. Okay, now let's get out of there and let's do this again. Next category is presentation. Last week that has presentations. Each one of them presented. Based on that, how you felt about the presentation. Okay. Oh, there's no 9. Uh-oh. I guess you can't.
Nine.
I
No
have
nine.
I have some feedback about this planning poker app too.
The amount of ads that I'm getting right now is insane.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not
I
getting
just
any
use
ads.
blocker. I just use
I
ad
don't
blocker.
have, yeah, I have an ad block. I have no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Their
man, I
anti
got
ad
a
blocker is very unsophisticated.
I got a dog peeing mat. I got
That must be the AI. All right, here we go. 7s and 6. Okay, that is an average of 6.6. 6. Okay. Yeah, I thought the presentations was good. They all presented, showcased their features, and went through in detail of what they did. So that was pretty good. Obviously, there's room for improvement, but
but I thought it was pretty good as well. Mhm.
one thing I can be honest about is presenting is very difficult. It's a
Yep.
skill that you have to learn and stuff. I did feel like a few individuals were all over the place, and that's where my score was 7 because it wasn't. Yes, you do want like a perfect presentation, but I felt like some of them weren't prepared or they rambled on, and it defeated the purpose of the presentation where we could have seen more features or explained some other things. And so that's where I'm at. Okay. Next category, Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit. Okay. Mike's the only one that doesn't have Christmas spirit right now.
I'm thinking. All right.
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
It is the Grinch.
The giant Santa
I'm the
didn't
Grinch.
count.
I think that's like it was a little too reliant on the giant Santa.
Fair. I get it. I get why you said for it.
I get it.
Yeah. I think it's like there, you know, there's a giant Santa. There's some colors, but I think those are the only two things I could attribute to Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the color scheme was good. The Christmas tree was there. Obviously, Santa, I would have liked, like that's more design. I put that down as design, but yeah, overall, I felt like it was okay. Could improve. All right. Last category is code quality. Okay, based on what we saw, code quality could be organization of code, just the way that they wrote their code, also usability, maintainability, all that. Oh, and just point out that this team built their own backend. with PHP.
As a comparison point, I didn't look at the other team's repo. What's like? Is it Next.js?
The other team is Next, I believe.
Yeah, I know, but like, yeah, I guess I'm trying to be objective, but I think it is helpful to have a comparison. Like, did the other team not build their own backend and they like just use
They didn't.
functions and stuff
They
like
used
that?
They use
Super
the
base.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Super base. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Hmm.
This is scary, huh?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Whoa!
Wow, perfect.
spot on.
666. I don't know if that's
Not a good, but
that's
that's not a good number, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I just for context, like I think
Yeah.
there were some like reusability concerns that
Yeah.
I brought up. The scraper I thought was like,
yeah.
that's hard. That's hard to do,
It's
So
not
I think
easy.
that's good. I wonder if there's another approach we could have taken, but at least the scraper looked pretty like well written enough that it worked.
They are
for what
not
they're
easy
trying
to
do.
pull together for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, great! I can't even see the board anymore. Now I'm getting things for Poke Shell Gold Bar keychains.
Too funny. You guys keep talking while I fill the scoreboard up, and then we can move on.
Okay.
I mean, Mike, would you be willing to show the other project too, since I have to fill this out?
Chris,
Or Chris,
do you any chance you can do it?
Yeah,
or?
just send me the link in the.
It should be in Hackathon, but I'll send both the code and the.
And LGT, got it.
Yeah,
I can go over there. Yeah, send it in our little group.
Yeah, because I'm filling out this graphic.
Yep.
Oops.
Let's get technical.
All right. Let me show this real quick first.
All right.
Okay, let me show this update.
Ooh, I already like the floating snowflakes.
Wait, don't say anything yet, Ken.
I know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to make any judgments.
I'm not. I like snowflakes.
Oops, that's okay. Okay, let me share the screen real quick of the updated score.
Also, one thing that I can already see with the even just pasting the link to you, I can see that the second app has a meta description and a title, and the first one looks like it doesn't have an unfurl in Discord. So it says a Secret Santa gift exchange app powered by AI, which I think presents the value prop pretty well.
Okay, so the score for Cold Blooded is 26.62. Took all the averages, put them together in the categories, and their final score is 26.62. All right.
Ready?
Let's jump into the other project.
Present. Share screen. Screen shared is easy. Screen share. Entire screen here. All right.
Got it.
We'll go down to there. That looks pretty good. All right. So at first glance, it brings me to, for me, like I did in the last one, it brings me right to the cards. Make gifting magical. Smart gifting, easy organization, scheduling, and personalization. Cool. I'm like, all right, so we can do smart gifts. We can organize them. It gives you a little bit of information. So that's cool. It gives a little bit more than the other app. I like the snow. It feels weird having the hero sandwiched between two continue with Googles.
I think if the page were longer, it would probably make sense, right? It's
a
call to action at the very bottom of the page. But given that you can see the whole thing on one screen, the second one may not be necessary. But if you're reading linearly, and then you don't have to jump back to the top.
All right, so you can create groups. So we'll go in, we'll create a group,
Okay.
max
How it
suggestions.
works. Okay. I like that.
Enjoy the exchange. So that kind of walks you through it. Ready to spread some joy? All right. I like they have like
The
little
two-
presents. I like the styling of the algorithm. The colors really complement each other well. Okay. This may be nitpicky, and this is maybe an OCD thing, so it may not totally matter. But I kind of wish the circles were centered on the line.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that it makes
Can you zoom in or zoom out?
It's actually it looks like it looks like
It's just
the
Oh,
separation
okay.
between
Fair.
the dark and the light background is like, it looks a little arbitrary.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I mean, I get if this was longer, but that would be on the mobile view that I think that would show up maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. I would have liked the background just to be full.
Full background.
Not separated like that.
Yep. I think that would have made it look a little bit nicer. I mean, it's not horrible, and I get it. I get why it's there, but maybe hide that on desktop and then on mobile, because you have to scroll through all of that, then have it show up at the bottom. That makes all right.
Cool. First look for me, yeah, I would say the snow is really with a nice touch.
It's magical.
But not just that. This one like tells you right away how it works. The call to actions, yes, like it. I think it could improve like the other one. Make gift giving magical. Sure, that's a H1, but usually for me, and I'm very visual, so I like to see, either a nice big large image or something to draw me in, or just a nice graphic that ties it all in together, so that I know what action I'm supposed to take right away.
Yep.
I think it's like it's much clearer to me what this app is. I like the step-by-step walkthrough of like what I'm supposed to expect once I click on
Here you go.
Continue with Google. I think that H1 could potentially use some work in terms of like I actually really like the meta description in the H1 thing, right? Like the H1, I think like people really like to kind of like be clever. I think it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a little vague, right? Like I'm not exactly sure what how this is going to make giving magical, right? So I think being a little bit more clear with H1 is generally going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Overall, I think the page looks great. Like
and
the snow is a really nice touch. I think I would love an option to turn off the snow.
Yes,
because
that'd be a cool feature.
There is.
Looking at the snow all the time, but
the snow, there is. Go get out of there. Yeah, go back to desktop on the top. Wait. Oh, I'm logged in. That's the only way I could turn it off. There's a button for me to turn off the snow. But
it incentivizes you. One thing to note, though, is just that on the mobile view, and I know we're not every view, and this is nitpicky. So again, nitpicky, but when you get to this view here, again, it just feels, why are we switching over here into the two different colors? It just seems a little off.
I don't know if it's the background or whatever. It just
not horrible. It's just like it's just weird. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think like if you want to do the background gradient, then you should probably like craft it a little bit better. Like make sure that it falls in the right place. But it is an nitpick.
All right. I am not going to save this one password. Okay. Hey, what did I talk about in the last app? Sorry for the last app, people. But I mean, I talked about this onboarding thing. And this kind of has that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, but welcome. Let's find your perfect gift match. Hello, Chris Wicksnow, RLF Powered AI. Just a few minutes will help your Secret Santa discover the perfect gift for you. So, that's great. Okay, so now what I put in here is going to help my Secret Santa find the right gift for me.
Mm-hmm.
How should we call you?
How should we call you?
Call me Wix. Which gifting circle do you belong to? Oh man, weirdly, I gotta call this out here. Okay, I'm in that age bracket, but this is great. The loading bar right here. That's cool.
I feel like the wording of those questions is a little weird, and I think it could
improve.
again. This is like nitpicking. I think it needs some more space between
What-
those two questions.
How should we call you? I
What
mean,
should we call
Yeah.
you?
call
Like,
me?
feels like
How
more
should you
natural.
call me?
And like
With a loving tone.
and I think there could be some more space between these two questions. Like the helper text is very, very close to the label below it.
Yep.
And also I wouldn't expect to click into this drop down and see a bunch of ages, right?
What age?
with
What
the
is
way
your
that the
age
question-
bracket?
Yeah.
I think this is
Like,
an
I
easy way for them.
don't think of my age demographic as a gift giving circle. So, and like maybe like maybe there's something like that I don't know about going on there,
That's
but,
coming up. Okay.
yeah.
But hey, I'm getting to know algorithm, so I just want to get to know Elgo. All right. Next. Help our elves understand what
Can you
brings
zoom
you
in more,
joy.
Chris? It's really small. There we go. There we go.
I like the helper text throughout. Like I like it's very
And
like I think
the
it's very
balance
well
is really good too.
Yep.
From heading
This
to
has more
subheading.
spacing here
Yeah.
than in the last one. Right? See that there's
Oh,
that
yeah,
spacing
yeah,
there
yeah.
that we talked about.
Mhm.
Here, this
But
is a healthy number of spacing. So I'd be curious when we look at the code to see what is driving that, because if they're using a reusable component, then that should be the same. So that kind of tells you right off the bat that maybe this is not reusable.
Yeah, maybe the forms are styled differently.
Well, and also could be the windows smaller here. Notice how the window changes based on the content in there too. Okay, what catches your eye? Tech and gadgets. Well, that's me. Tell us more about your interest. I want a new Tesla and two new what is it? Apple Studio Display Pro XR or whatever it is. Is that what it is?
Monitors, right? Is it a monitor?
Pro monitors.
Oh, there we go.
Something like
Be more
that. Okay.
specific. Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay, easy. A man of simple tastes.
Help your Secret Santa avoid any. Is there anything your secrets should avoid?
Your
Olives.
secret Santa phone.
Probably anything that's not a
Jason-
Tesla, right?
Taurus.
Jason Torres. And Brussels sprouts. Okay. I like that. Okay. Please don't do these things. I hate them. Okay.
It's actually Brussels sprouts.
You know what? I'm going with Brussels.
Like the name of
Brussels.
the
Brussels.
Sprouts.
Okay. So help ensure you receive a gift. Good. Great helper text. Good spacing here. Next. Oh, wow. We're going to a personality evaluation. Help us understand your perfect gift style. Practical.
Purposeful,
I don't.
fun,
Okay.
and whimsical.
First thing, I wonder if this is because I'm zoomed in. It is not.
the buttons are touching.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right here, the button spacing right down here at the bottom, that could be spaced out a little bit more. Gift personality. I don't understand. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going, I don't know how to answer because I want something. We'll go middle. I want something that's practical, purposeful, but witty. But also, how witty can
that's true. It should have been in the middle as default, right?
Right.
Because then you can decide which way you want to lean.
Yeah.
I also like. I actually love this as a concept. But I think like a 1 through 5 like button would be better. Like what's like each notch on this slider, right? Like what does that represent, right? Like one more notch to fun and whimsical, right? But like a 1 through 5, I feel like I'm like pretty like if I answer 2, then I'm like pretty practical, but like like some fun, Yeah. Overall, I think the concept is great.
Concept is great. I think just a little bit more clarity in there. Okay, experience style, bold and adventurous, baby.
Oh.
Gift style, I'm fancy AF.
You're fancy.
So we're gonna go fancy right there. All right,
fancy, bro.
Let's find my perfect gift.
So when I clicked on this, it wasn't working either. So I was wondering if it would.
Oh, you have to click it. And you have to refresh. Okay. It's a bug that they have.
Ooh.
and then go to next and do it again. And go through
They
it again.
fill it all
Press
out
next.
again, or do they?
No,
reverse?
it's
Okay.
saved. In
Oh,
cache.
this is great. I like that.
Just keep going. Go next. It's the same. Wherever you filled out, it's all saved in cache. Now it works.
Oh,
I
interesting.
like that they save it in cache. That's great.
Oh, that is a good point, because if you ever have to refresh your, that's good. Okay, dashboard, my groups. All right, let's go to. I'm curious. I just want to click on my profile up here. Interest and hobbies, tech and gadgets. I want a new
Is that your
Tesla.
Google photo? What is that?
That's from a long time ago. Yeah,
Whoa.
that's me without a beard. All right, so this is cool. I mean, it says, "Hey, I'm into tech gadgets. Here's what I want. Do not do these things, and here's a guide to." Cool. While I'm in here, can I edit? Oh, and it goes back to here, but it's pulling in all my data.
Oh, okay. I guess. Okay.
Okay.
It makes sense because it's a pretty much a PLC, so it's
I think
easy
with
to
a
just go back.
with an
Yeah.
M2, I think like a static
Yeah.
form would be better than the
Yeah,
than the
totally.
wizard,
Yeah.
but,
Okay,
you know,
now here's
my-
the
my
thing
edit.
here. I'm on this page. There's no button that says, I think I have to go back here to the dashboard. It would be nice if there was a dashboard button like right here or something, Okay. You haven't created or joined a secret setting yet. I think rather than having dashboard, if nothing showed up here, I think this showing up is just like a modal here or something that just says, hey, you need to create one, and then it shows
Or
up.
join.
Or join.
Yeah.
So get rid of the dashboard, get rid of my groups, and then move this section up here, and then put the create group underneath it, and you're good to go. Okay, create
Yeah.
group.
Also, just real quick on the create group, I don't know if that button is accessible. Like it looks like it's too light, and it's like using yellow for a background text. I think it's always hard.
Hey,
Like it has
Chris.
to be like much muddier than.
So we went through the sign up process. I pasted an account that has dummy information in it so that it's not empty. Can you log into that account?
How would I do that?
You have to log out.
Okay, I just
log
wanna
into like a Google account.
You have to. I think you have to go to Google and then log into that account, and then when you go to this site, then you can choose which Google account you want to use to single sign on.
Wait, why am I doing that again?
This account has dummy information in there, so it has more things filled out.
Oh,
You
okay.
can
okay.
use the gift
Yeah.
suggestions and stuff like that because this is sign up, so this is nice, flow to sign up. But now you need to
Yep, fair. Okay,
have
but
that
how?
process.
Okay, but how do I sign out?
How do we sign out?
All right. Well, sign out wasn't part of the MVP, I guess.
Can you not sign out? What happens if I refresh?
Maybe cookies. Clear your cookies. Let me
Yeah,
see.
clear your local storage and cookies.
Yep.
Cookies did not work. Wait. Yeah. Oh, it did. Cookies worked. If you clear your cookies, it works.
Or the cookies, thank you.
Just delete all of them.
There we go.
And then I believe you need to go to Google and sign into that account first before you do the continue to Google. Otherwise, it's gonna.
I think you could probably do continue from Google and then pick a different account.
Add another account. Hold on.
I'm trying right. No, you can't, Mike. Yeah.
Next.
Alex says, "You are stuck in there forever." Thomas said, "Cut from scope." Makes sense. Like
I think you have
it's
to
a
cancel
hackathon.
this and click not now. It's trying to get you to create a passkey.
Oh. Yeah. Cancel.
Wow,
No,
that three cancels to. Oh my god. Save.
Safe.
Save.
Oh
Not
You're
now.
signed in. All right, now go back.
All right. Continue with Google.
Hopefully this works. There you go.
Ah, no, I don't want to
Ooh,
create
looks
profile. What am I doing?
No.
No, thanks. No, skip. Dang it. Okay. Okay, now that we don't have to go through that, all right, let's go into the groups that are there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I like that skeleton.
I like that
skin.
loading
Ooh.
skeleton.
Skeleton loader. Yeah.
That was, hold on, let's go back.
Oh,
That's
it's
beautiful.
There
50.
too. Yeah, there too.
Look at that detail.
That-
Yeah.
That is nice. Okay.
It is weird that the skeleton is white and then the
Yeah.
actual like
Yeah.
again,
The
overall
background,
great.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's
but
the
it
little
is weird that
touches.
yeah.
Little
I
touching
think like
stuff.
a little bit more polish would make it like perfect. But
Yeah, this is really cool though. Okay, let's go into a group. And then you can tell it's open, a little
Okay.
icon for the group. Very cool. Back to dashboard button. Budget $50 to $60. All right. You can't get me a Tesla with that, but I'm not going to complain. Draw date January 17th,
No Tesla for you,
2025.
bro.
Exchange date is January 18th. Your gifting journey members. Okay, so let's do a draw gift. Or sure you want to start gift exchange? Yes.
Your Secret Santa match, Thomas.
All
Okay.
right. Let's see what Thomas
That's his
likes.
profile. Allergic to plums. Okay.
I'm allergic to practical. He's not practical at all. He's not minimal early. He's just kind of in between cozy and adventure.
he is super practical.
It's super
He's not whimsical
practical.
at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's like where the slider thing is.
Yeah.
Like
it's a little. It's
like
a tough.
Yeah. It's just a tough UI paradigm.
Right here, it should not be a slider anymore. Right. It should maybe be listed all of them out and then be a percentage or something. And then it's like practical 100%, whimsical 0%. Right. Because right now it's like it's hard. It's empty.
All right, so go to test group. Here it is. I could see their information. Very cool. I like the little bouncy thing. Okay, but it's sitting here. Is this a bug in it?
Yeah. Will it automatically refresh, or do we
check again?
Click on the button.
Check again. There we go.
Cool.
90% match. Okay.
Okay.
So tech and gadgets and arts and crafts. I think this is like a pretty good gift suggestion.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh, click on not this.
Yeah, so it's a 90% match. Okay, so it's giving you a match score.
Okay.
That was significantly faster.
Yeah.
Than the other app.
The scraping app. Yep.
Gives you the price right here. So I glance, I can see this fits within.
Oh, Alex is saying it should generate 3. So refresh the page.
Okay.
3, but not in
in the same line. Definitely jotting that down in my little red notebook.
Okay, I'm curious though. Like, really, STEM building toy sets?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, how old is Thomas? He's 20. He's
25
25 months.
So I'm gonna choose not this. Give us feedback. Too expensive, not their style.
There needs to be a third option, which is this is for children.
Too young. Not their style.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
It's a little artsy. Cool. I like that. It had a little bit.
I really like that it shows why it suggested it too. The little bullets.
Love for building stuff. Oh, I see. Okay, because I was gonna say, wait, what did Thomas put down, and why did it give it the suggestions? Because he loves building stuff. So use that prompt to tie into why they're providing that. Okay, cool.
Yep, cool. All right, there we go. And then, all right, so that kind of gives that. If I edit group details, name of group.
Choose your default image.
I'm going to go to this style price range.
What? 500? Come on.
You can't even afford a Tesla with any of these options.
Save changes. All right. It changed everything. All right. That's cool. I've seen enough there. I think the only thing I want to see just real quickly is just the create group functionality.
Okay.
Yeah, how do we invite people?
It's in there. So Shashi's group.
Once you create it, there's an invite link.
Secret Santa.
Because I have it right now. You can click on
Yeah,
invite.
I have
What?
I've created a new account and
Josh,
I can log in when you are done.
image
So
3, select pricing range because I'm boozy AF. We'll do it. This will be later on the 31st. Okay. Create group. Need 3 or more people. Okay, that's cool then. All right, so you need 3 or more people to start, and then copy invite link. What is? I just want to see what that looks like.
Just real quick on this page, by the way, I noticed that the headings are a different style, like your
Yep.
gift giving journey and members. So just something to just nitpicking a
The
little bit.
the
And
padding,
also
yeah, the padding is nice though. The
the
padding,
invite
the-
others heading looks a little bit different as well. So, but yeah, like the cards look
Yeah.
are generally pretty well styled. I'm just
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good usage of real estate. Like, there's a lot of information
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's.
but
I really like the design. Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense because the GIF, like it explains a lot of things, and it's using a lot of real estate, which it kind of like I don't know. I've done what is that Gifster app? Like
Oh
it,
yeah.
it feels like that, but cleaner, like better, because Gifster has information everywhere. But this is it's another Secret Santa app. But this is more spread out. It feels like it's more modern.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I went into if I copy invite and I go.
Can you send me that and I'll try
Yeah.
and join.
Yeah, here I'm putting it in the.
Oh yeah. I will join. Oh, okay. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, and then you get this. You're invited to join Shashi's group. Wait, my group? What?
Yeah, I called it
Oh,
Chashi's
made
group.
it.
I thought I was like, wait, I didn't name my own group. Okay, Shashi's group.
Can you refresh real quick, Shashi? I just joined, so just want to see.
There's 2. Yep,
Yeah, no,
there's
this
2.
is cool.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And if I join, then it refreshes and rehydrates, and I'm in there.
And
with
then if
you.
I reload, now this is using Supabase, and so there's a really
Correct.
cool feature with Supabase that you can subscribe to changes, and so you don't have to refresh your screen. This just automatically updates.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
Yep,
subscribe.
yeah.
It's a again not
Yeah,
a dig
Firebase
that they
does that
didn't
too.
use that. It's just I know Supabase has a really cool feature that allows you to subscribe to that, and it updates so that you don't have to refresh your screen to see the changes.
It doesn't feel necessary in this case,
no.
just because it's like not
No.
no one's
It's
sitting
not like
here
I'm
like waiting with bated breath to see people stream into their group, right?
Listen,
so, yeah.
I know I'm sitting here wanting to know if Shashi's going to join his own group, so
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
watching.
true. That's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
If I've invited Shashi, then I'm going to be camped out on the screen for sure.
Keep
All
camping.
right.
Oh, good. Now everyone knows our email, Shashi.
Oh,
Oops.
wait, I heard that. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
All right.
All right, draw
Cool.
the gift exchange. Wait, how does? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh that yeah. So I guess the algorithm just like randomizes and makes sure that
Wait,
everyone.
yeah, because it's 3 of us.
Yeah, but I could get Chris, you could get Joshi,
Yeah.
or you could get me.
I
and
got
then,
Mike. Please avoid snow globes. Blah blah blah. Oh, I wonder what the AI is gonna say.
I got Dominic, and yeah, I'm assuming that Chris got Joshi. Or Dominic got Joshi.
Okay, nice. So this message here, this might take up to 30 seconds
Yep.
to a minute. Okay.
Arts crafts. All right, let's see what Shashi gets.
One nitpick about the check again, I think it should just refresh the gift suggestions and not the whole page.
Yeah, agree. The API, just make a new call. Cancel the previous one, make a new call.
Interesting enough, it's not it's not loading your suggestions.
Yeah, it's taking its precious time.
I wonder if we hit a limit.
Hey, you guys have to pay every time we suggest it, right? Okay. There you go. There you go. Just kidding. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Just know it's not checking in. I think we should dive into the code a little bit.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna stop
time.
sharing.
Yeah, we've seen this working before. So
Can you share your screen again, Chris? Because I
Yes.
took over yours.
Where is the algorithm for Cell app? I know, but you sent me here's the GitHub.
Alex is like, let me check the OpenAI account. because we made a lot of calls. Well, I can't. I have a bot, Alex, and it's gonna keep clicking it for the rest of the week. So you're have to pay a lot of money, bro.
All right, so let's go in here. So let's take a look at some initial things. They got their tailwind config. I just want to see what they're doing in here with tailwind. Okay, they did a whole custom tailwind config.
Okay, so
Named their own
overall
colors.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Tailwind. Oh, okay. They did a motion, so to do some animations in there.
Mhm.
All right. Let's go to app
API.
Let's go to OpenAI config.
Oh, okay, just an API.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, go to the gift suggestions one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's what
that's
we're
the
like.
Probably where the meat of it is going to be. Why is it just
Okay.
around? Okay, cool. Here.
message system. Take on the role of a secret Santa. Generate 3 personalized gift suggestions based on the profile information that I'll provide you with. Recipient, name, age. For each suggestion I provide, role user. And I wonder if this is what's. Yeah, here it is. Wait a minute.
Wait, why is that hard coded?
Yeah, why is that? Why is this commented out?
Thomas says it's old code.
Okay.
Right,
Wait,
but
how did we get old code?
But here's the thing, though. If this is what's providing the suggestion, then how is our stuff getting in
I
there?
think what Thomas is saying is the wrong file. It's old code, as in this is probably.
Yeah. Wait, Thomas, do you mean that Git is behind, or do you mean that we're looking at the wrong file?
They said it's super old. What? We forgot to rename it.
All right, I'm gonna look at the GIF suggestions. Like, I'm gonna see what the network's actually doing.
GIF exchange.
It's calling GIF suggestions API / gift exchanges.
Here it is.
/ GIF suggestions.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
All
get, and that's the getting. Okay, where's the post? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it looks like they made some like custom RPC calls within custom like super base functions as well.
Exchange date error.
Be curious to see what those queries look like at some point, but
patch. How's it going?
He is updating a gift exchange. Yeah, so the gift suggestions I think should be in a folder within gift exchanges and not the.
Okay. So go back. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an ID right there. ID.
There it is.
Yep.
There's the
And
ID.
then
Gift suggestions.
The gift suggestions.
And then the
routes.
There we go. So I'm a little man named Grinch, very grumpy.
ID. All right, so here you go. Select ID, recipient, all that sort of stuff. Get suggestions. All right, you're returning it. I guess I'm not seeing where.
The something is generating the gift suggestions behind the scenes, right? It looks like that's being handled offline somehow, and then we're just fetching the gift suggestions that get stored in the database. So, Tom, if you're here to tell us where exactly
Leah showed up. She said, "Did I miss the PHP hate? I was even here to defend its honor."
Yes, I already said I marked you down several points for using PHP. So, and your name came up a bunch of times because
Thomas said, "Search for generate and store suggestions." Generate and store suggestions.
There it is.
Okay, so that's a library.
Do I need to zoom in a little more?
Yep, zoom in will help. There we go. Supabase client. Okay.
Okay, now that's where we're getting the OpenAI config, getting the Amazon. Okay, I'd be curious to
No.
see that.
So then it makes a give suggestion. What's it called? To Supabase.
Yep.
And then to get the data.
Profile star ID, so they're getting all that information. If they
Okay.
don't find it, failed to fetch the profile. Here we go. Take on the role. Gift budget.
There we go. Now it's dynamic. Yeah.
Budget.
Yep.
Recipient profile. There you go.
It's the values there. Use it.
That's
Otherwise, specific. It's all dynamic. 2 to 3 reasons why. Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Cool.
Wait, OpenAI chat, please create message role user content prompt. This is
Wait,
the
how did
model
they
you're
use
gonna
the how did they use the preference scores? I
For the
saw
temperature?
that it's in there, but yeah, no, the preference scores, like the whimsical versus practical or whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like,
oh, right there.
Is this from like
It's-
1 to 100? This is interesting. Like, again, does OpenAI understand this? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
what?
that
Like, what
practical
is that?
50,
Right?
right?
Oh, maybe it
so-
does. Maybe it does.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
then, but then, what's like right? Okay, scale 1 0. I guess I understands it. Practical is 0 versus whimsical is 100. That's interesting that it understands that.
Very cool. I want to go look at get Amazon
Image.
All right, so they're using
Google API.
clean title.
Custom search. Google API.
So they're using Google's API
To search for an
to
Amazon
search
image.
for an Amazon product. Gotcha.
Oh,
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, very smart.
Very like I call it like guerrilla programming, right? Like you're like there's no like good API for what they're trying to do, so they like kind of worked around it. Like I feel like the web scraping thing that the other team did was also like a good example.
Oh gosh, yeah. Up, Shashi, your favorite thing.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Oh man.
They put any in.
Oh no.
They didn't know how to define the data.
That's minus 5 points.
Mike's Chen quality. All right. I mean, I think overall, all right. One other file I think we need to look at just for reusability is going to be components. So we have an
Looks
alert.
like all Shadcn.
Are they using Shadcn?
Shadcn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I bet you.
Like it.
Alert
It
dialog.
looks very
It looks
Shadcn.
very Shadcn. It is.
This
Although
is
alert
Shadcn.
dialog is
It is.
spelled wrong. So maybe
no, that's how Shadcn spells it, I think.
with the OUE?
I think so.
No, dialgow. Alert
I
dialgow.
mean, we have one in our project. Oh, maybe yeah, you're correct because alert dialog is spelled right on 9.
Yeah.
There's yes, Mike.
Yeah, it
there's
must
no
be.
point.
Oh, but then within the file, it's spelled with the American spelling. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
Mike, to answer your question, yes, there's no point in using any. There's no point to use TypeScript if you're going to use the term any, because the point of TypeScript is to define a specific type for whatever data that you're using. So
yeah, but you can use one. It's fine. Like I mean, like if you're in a hackathon, it's
you're a hackathon, you don't even use TypeScript at all. Like, okay, it's okay not to use it.
Cool. All right, I'm good.
Cool. Me too.
Oh, providers. What's in here? Context provider.
Oh, I love it. There's one for snow overlay.
Cool.
Very cool. It's snowing. It's not snowing.
Yep. This is what I look for in a lot of these is if they include the use context.
Yeah.
Inside of the context provider. I really like that approach because you kind of put that error boundary right in there. Cool. All right.
I got to be quick. I got to run soon.
Same here.
All right, let's do that. Okay.
I got to find the link to the app again. Where is it? Where are you, poker? Okay.
All right. First category is UI UX design. Again, 1 is GeoCities, 5 is MySpace-ish, 10 is like Apple, Airbnb. Oh, well, that already showed. Ready?
I know.
1, 2, 3.
Well, I
Boom.
saw them all. I saw them all come in. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me hide them. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Next category. Don't look at the screen. How about that? Then I don't have to like go back and forth.
Yeah.
Next category is functionality and features. That is the utilization of AI, creating groups. User able to change profiles, yada yada yada.
I think, yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, I like this.
There's no. I would have rated it 9, but there's no 9.
I know.
No, no.
I looked for a 9 and I couldn't. I'm like,
I took.
it's not
I took
Airbnb.
one off. I took
not
one off because it didn't work for after we drew for the second one. But yeah.
Okay, that's 8.66 average. All right. Next one is presentation. Presentation. Okay. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, Mike.
I really liked Thomas's portion of the presentation.
Yeah,
like
really
and this
liked
would have
it as
been a
well.
9 too, but like I like Thomas's like Thomas, like it could be a PM, right? Like he has like a really
I think he was
like,
acting as a
rationale
PM
behind it
too
and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's funny for me.
Okay. Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit.
I just saw what you selected.
Yeah, I told you not to look at my screen.
Oh.
Because that way I don't have to like jump.
Well, I already
close
did it
and open
before
it.
you selected
Okay,
it.
okay. Ready? Oh, whoa, Chris.
I thought the colors were all Christmassy and matched
Woo.
great. The snow, the little jumping boxes had nice little touches to it.
A lot of details. A lot of good details.
Why did you rate it a 7?
7?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I felt like the snow is a nice touch, but when you get here, like it doesn't feel like it's as Christmassy anymore without the snow, like that. But overall, and then like the hero, like at home too. Like again, like I can't do it, but on the homepage it doesn't. Unless without the snow, you wouldn't even know it was a Secret Santa app. Like I
like the images they picked, but yeah,
the images are great, but overall outside's green, but that doesn't tell me the whole story. So
that's fair.
Oh, okay, hide. Okay, and the last one is code quality. Code quality. Don't look at my screen. One, 2, 3. Oh, 8s across the board. Okay. While I go and calculate this total, how did you guys feel about these projects, and how did you feel about this judging session?
I think the team did a really good job on the projects. I mean, I'd be curious, I watched the streams and everything. I'd be curious to talk more with the teams to really know how do they handle working with one another, how did they've had experience working on Gridiron Survivor. So because there is a contrasted difference between the two apps, right? And it is a night and day difference. So just be curious as to the different skill sets in the groups and stuff like that, because I think both groups tried. I love that they used Laravel for the first one. I mean,
yeah, me too.
They went out of their comfort zone. they went into something that I'm sure, I know Leah has been playing around with it for a while, but I'm sure some others in the team have never experienced it. And as someone who, when I started my new job, I had to jump into a PHP code base. It's a little overwhelming at first, so yeah, kudos to them. So I think it was great. This process was good. It's hard, first time judging code, so it's hard to be objective, but looking at things like reusability, accessibility and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
think I think it's also like, how much time do people have when they're doing this? I think people have jobs, and some of them might have harder jobs than the other ones. Like, it's, without like the dedicated time to set aside, it's
and just like
hard,
and just like any group project, you got the strong people who carry the project, you got other people who don't have enough time, not that they're slacking, they just don't have enough time to put in, so that those all play factors as well.
Yeah, for sure. So
yep, I agree.
Well
it was great to see all these two projects come together. I saw all the chatter. There was a lot of great communication. There was some ups, some downs, but overall, I just hope that everybody learned something from this, at least one thing, even if it's just like usage of AI or how to work together or whatever it is. And the reason why I stress using AI is because it's the future. It's coming. And this was a great small usage of AI, of how you can just sprinkle it right into an application, and it makes a lot of sense. So here is the grand total.
Sorry, before the big
okay,
reveal,
okay,
I gotta run because my family's gonna murder me.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I gotta hop off, but thanks Shashi, and thanks Chris.
You got it. Yeah,
and
do the reveal.
Great job to the teams. All right, bye.
Great job, both teams. Bye. All right, let's do it.
All right, so Cold-Blooded got a total of 26.62. Guardians of the Get got a total of 49.65. So congratulations to the Guardians of the Get. Oh yeah, we didn't do drum roll. Sorry, man. You should have done that before. Congrats, Guardians of the Get. Your prizes will come to you soon, but overall,
congratulations, everyone. Both teams should be proud.
Like both teams should be proud. Doing any hackathon, anything, like we said, it's hard because the Cold-Blooded lost 3 members right away, so they had to find new people to help them out. And then Guardians of the Get lost maybe 1, but then they got a roll going. And then the Guardians of Get also had an individual that is a little bit more experienced than everybody else, and that really helped out. Cold-Blooded really worked well together, and so all these factors are. It was random. Like the teams were random and everything, and it was really exciting to see us take a break from the Grand Survivor and just have people work on something cool, something fun. And I mean, a few individuals even said so themselves, like, I'm so happy you forced us to use AI because like it's opening my eyes to it now. What the possibilities are, and that's kind of why I wanted to do it, is not forcefully use it, but like just understand like what the capabilities are, the possibilities are to utilize AI, because it can really help certain applications and things and certain cases, right? Anything from you, Chris? Anything else?
No, I just think like everything I said is right on. I don't think the other team should feel bad. I mean, there's a lot of factors. Y'all did great. Y'all tried to come up with a cool app, and I think you both should be proud. Both teams, great work.
Awesome. Well, that does it for the judges stream. Thank you everybody for coming and watching. Hopefully, my hope is that you go and watch the presentations and these projects and find these individuals that you want to hire, because a lot of these individuals are looking for jobs. They've gone through the grind of working together. They've gone through hackathons and all that. Is a full process in place for everything that they do. So definitely. And one thing I want to do for them is create a site of what we've been doing for Grand Survivor. That way, individuals that want to hire these people that are open understand what they've been, what the experience they've been gaining. because my part is I want these individuals to jump into a corporate process where you do an agile sprint planning, working together cross functionally, understanding how to take a ticket and not get out of scope. A lot of these little things junior developers fail on, so I've been able to kind of guide them and mentor them along the way. So continue to kind of see what we do next from the Let's Get Technical Discord. But thank
Good
you for
job.
coming, and good job, everybody. Have a good one.
Adios. Bye.